Hedera Hashgraph has been doing a lot of work behind the scenes in some very compelling industries, including IoT, sports, and more importantly, supply chain management. In this video, I'm going to give you all the details on HBAR's recent updates and where they're headed in the near future. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. Guys, it's been a while since we talked about HBAR. It's been a minute, but I have not taken them off my radar. And I chose now to look back into them, to shed the light on them again, because I feel like with this whole energy conversation arising the way that it is, Hedera's run may be closer than we think, because they've been doing some massive developments in some key industries that's going to position them right where they need to be. Starting with eyewear, okay? Smart sensors that are used to better track and monitor critical assets that make up our physical world. One use of their monitoring solution is to track the storage of temperature-sensitive items like blood and medical supplies or vaccines. With constant 24/7 temperature recordings, hospitals and their staff are able to more accurately and safely perform blood transfusions and administer vaccines. Pfizer's C-19 vaccine, highly sensitive to temperature, catalyzed an added complexity to the mix. Standard medicines are held at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. C-19 vaccines to date have required a much lower temperature, hovering around -70. To better monitor the storage of C-19 vaccines, the United Kingdom's National Health Service has partnered with Everywhere. So, Hedera Hashgraph has established relationships with Pfizer and the United Kingdom's National Health Service. Price suppression, maybe? Now, with multiple interested parties participating in the cold storage supply chain, Everywhere wanted to explore the use of distributed ledger technology to store the temperature recordings. A centralized database can be tampered with, enabling individuals to remove or manipulate potentially life-saving information. To securely and reliably manage their IoT data, Everywhere looked to Hedera as the only public ledger able to use the Hashgraph consensus algorithm. Hedera provides an efficient, high-throughput, low-latency solution for achieving a log of immutable data. This made Hedera a suitable and cost-effective match for Everywhere's high-write workload, as you find in the Internet of Things use cases. So, IoT industry, Pfizer, and the United Kingdom National Health Service. All right, that's the first one. The second, and this one kind of near and dear to my heart, okay? It's still, if some of you guys don't know, Mental Health Awareness Month, okay? And Deepak Chopra is a very intelligent individual, philosophical pioneer, science, quantum mechanics, physics. He does a lot with his brain, essentially. But his foundation has launched an app called Never Alone, which is powered by Hedera, that helps support mental and emotional well-being. Okay? This coming out of Carlsbad, California on May 19th, the Chopra Foundation, a not-for-profit organization dedicated to improving health and well-being, today announced the availability of their new free Never Alone mobile application, which offers individuals the ability to connect 24/7 with curated volunteers, counselors, mental health experts, professionals, local organizations, hospitals, based on their locations. The application will be demonstrated on the 20th at the Never Alone Summit. The event is a one-day global live stream featuring Deepak Chopra, Russell Brand, Jewel Diane Versenberg, Hayden Hurst, Patrick Kennedy, Jay Ivey, Sadiv Bhagawati, and more, many of whom also host their own channels on the app. The summit is designed to reunite a global community and create the building blocks for a new mental health culture. Some deep work they're doing there, and they have some deep names, some important names already participating on the platform. Russell Brand, for example, guys, he has a YouTube channel with at least 1.1 million subscribers. If he just happens to mention it, a 15-second ad, he just exposed. Judging off the analytics, you got 1.1 million subscribers. We'll just throw out 10% of those people who are watching at any given moment. 100,000, 200,000 just got exposed to H-Bar. H-Bar has been doing so much, guys. So much. Now, next up, we're talking football, okay? Not the American version. Andy Mocha Brands and Hedera announced Helix Wrap, an NFT-based football game. Okay? Helix Wrap will address cheating in multiplayer games. New blockchain game will utilize real-world football clubs and will be backed by H-Bar. Anamika Brands announced today that through its acquisition of Helix Accelerator, it has entered into an arrangement with Hedera Hashgraph to develop 2 distributed ledger-based gaming projects. Animoca Brands, Helix, and Hedera Hashgraph will develop a non-fungible NFT-based football game that will utilize the intellectual properties of famous football clubs under license to Animoca Brands. The game will feature tradable NFTs that will be backed by H-Bar, the native cryptocurrency of the Hedera public network. NFTs that are backed by H-Bar will be redeemable for H-Bar after a cooldown period, representing the first time that an NFT will be redeemable for a fixed and guaranteed amount of an underlying asset. So essentially, these NFTs are backed by H-Bar. Namika Brands, Helix, and Hedera will also collaborate to develop and launch Helix Warp, an independent and distributed online gaming platform. Its mission to create a fair and decentralized ecosystem of gaming-related products and services to combat the chronic problem of cheating in online multiplayer games. Helix Warp will counteract cheating by creating a server-side simulation environment and leveraging the Hedera consensus service to record results. Game developers will be able to plug into Helix Warp and deploy hack-resistant leaderboards in their games. Helix Warp will target HTML5 games to begin with and utilize Helix Warp token to underpin the ecosystem. So, Hedera, they're in pharmaceuticals, IoT. They're in philanthropy, mental health. They're in sports, NFTs, video games. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the clincher. This is my favorite here. Now they're in the supply chain game. And the supply chain game has only been run by VeChain. But Hedera continues to etch out its own path. Now, Hedera Consensus Service and MVC track and trace platform now fully integrated for pharmaceutical supply chain compliance and finance. Coming out of Washington on May 24th, Medical Value Chain, MVC, the Bahrain-based subsidiary of US-based ABC Global, who provides the Kingdom of Bahrain with the leading track and trace platform for global pharmaceutical supply chain compliance, announced the completion of a strategic technology integration with the Hedera network and consensus service. Hedera Hashgraph is the most used enterprise-grade public network for the decentralized economy. MVC Smart Hub with Smart Pass technology is a quantum leap forward in how nations implement and finance GS1 standard pharmaceutical traceability programs. With increased patent safety, reduced fraud, and optimized cash flow, trade, finance, and customs clearance across the global supply chain. MVC co-founder and chairperson said it's an honor to have Hedera Hashgraph, a best-in-class technology and most used enterprise-grade public network globally. Partnering with us in Bahrain, our team and partners have brought online world first blockchain and distributed ledger powered track and trace platform with a trusted, secure value chain that includes supply chain financing options with traditional banking and emerging DeFi instruments. Today, it is being deployed here in my home country of Bahrain for the benefit of our Bahraini citizens and our pharmaceutical delivery system. And soon we will provide this technology around the world. Supply chain management software is a $17 billion market. Supply chain finance, 1.3 trillion. 1.3 children. 1.3 children. Both are ripe for disruption by platforms that take advantage of cost, transparency, and security benefits that distributed ledger offers. So, VeChain and HBAR are targeting a $17 billion market as well as a $1.3 trillion market. You solve $1 billion worth of problems, you'll become a billionaire. It's that simple. Hedera Hashgraph has been putting in work. They have been putting in work. So, that is why I wanted to bring this video to you at this time, because I know we haven't talked about HBAR in a while, but it's still on that Power 33. It's not ever going to go anywhere. HBAR will forever remain in my portfolio because their governance, their connections, their technology. It's only a matter of time, guys. It's only a matter of time. But with that being said, guys, that's it for this video. Just wanted to give you the update on Hedera Hashgraph so that way you always stay bullish. This is the fourth industrial revolution we're dealing with, guys, the future economy. This is where everything is going. So, with that being said, guys, just wanted to thank you for coming back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, as well as get down at me in the comments. Let's talk HBAR. Let's talk the future. I'm also on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all of which you can find at digitalhustlenews.io. That being said, guys, have a great day. Have a prosperous day. Most importantly, make that money. I'll see you in the next video.